I haven't done a comedy for a good long time, and usually they're not very gratifying from the point of view of music compared to something like E.T. or an action film like Indiana Jones is more exciting for a composer, one would think. But here's a comedy, Home Alone, comedy with the usual restricting parameters of comedy, with a lot of leeway for music.
Don't worry, Marv, I'll get him for you. Yes!
And I looked at it, and I loved the film, and B, something I've always wanted to do in my life was to write some Christmas music, which is, you can imagine what a challenge that is, because for over 400 or 500 years of great church music and great Christmas music.
Merry Christmas, sweetheart.
But I've never had that opportunity in all my 30 years of writing, so that was one thing that appealed to me. And the other was that I could see that when these two thieves go into the house and the little boy sets all his traps and does all this thing, that all of that action, there isn't very much dialogue in it. He says, yes, 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 the little boy, and they do all their tricks. But it was an opportunity for the orchestra to score all of that the way you would some kind of theatrical burlesque or a ballet piece. And so I saw it as a great musical opportunity.
I got him! Harry, help me get up! I got him!
I spent the months of October and November of last year very intensely working on this piece. Well, we heard from Joe Roth. He's in charge of production of 20th Century Fox, and he rang up my representative and also spoke to me about this film that John Hughes had produced with Christopher Columbus directing, and would I look at it? I hadn't heard anything about it, and this was very late in the year. When I first looked at that, I thought, well, it's a wonderful film. It's a wonderful little film that has great potential for family entertainment. We recorded the music relatively late because it was obviously a Christmas release, and we were dubbing the film, which is to say mixing the music and the sound all at the same time, printing the reels when this was going on. So it was a very tough post-production schedule. Sometimes the work suffers from that, and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it puts people on a kind of sharp edge of their game, Probably we thought it might have a gross like $50 million, some grand thing like that, and it's now 5 times that, and early in its life. So it's a kind of thing that is certainly welcome, certainly gratifying, but one has to say also a surprise, I think.